The ferry was scheduled to arrive in Gibraltar but instead travelled directly to Algeciras. As a result, a Gibraltar-based mother and her 3-year-old twins were left stranded in Morocco and unable to return home until the next scheduled ferry in 2 weeks' time. Medication was the primary concern for the twins. Their father was allowed to travel back.
And they're a little bit upset that they can't come home as well. Obviously, my sons aren't very well as well with autism and a few other problems. Yeah, the medication has arrived in Morocco. It should be getting to them this afternoon. Should be about 4 or 5 o'clock by the time they get it, because they're in Algeciras, so it's quite ways off yet. It's very stressful, especially when I first found out the ferry was cancelled. Obviously, I always take extra meds because I have had the ferry cancelled before, but it's only been for a day due to bad weather. So I always plan, maybe there's a couple of days bad weather, so we've always took a few extra medications just in case.
With the Tanger Gibraltar ferry only operating once every 2 weeks, it seems the family won't be reunited in Gibraltar for another 20 days.
If the next ferry is not cancelled on the 14th of September, another 2 weeks.
Right, okay, so again, perhaps a silly question, but what's the plan for you and for them between now and the 14th?
I'm just going to keep in contact with them, do my best, really.
As much as you can do over the phone?
As much as I can do over the phone and camera call, because that's all I can do. I'm planning to go back, obviously, because they're meant to come back on the 14th, but I need to pick them up. So I need to, obviously, get another ticket and go to Morocco again to then drive them down to Tanger.
GBC asked the operator responsible for the route, DFDS, why it was cancelled and what support had been offered to passengers. DFDS limited itself to saying the Tanger Med Gibraltar route has been cancelled for operational reasons. No alternative routes are being offered. The Minister for Transport, John Cortes, expressed disappointment at the cancellation. In response to GBC questions, Mr. Cortes, who also holds responsibility for relations with Morocco, said he had been in contact with the Gibraltar-Morocco Business Association to ensure the medication could be delivered, with the Morocco office covering the costs. The ferry service is expected to be scrapped entirely once a treaty agreement is finalised. This would be to avoid Schengen checks at the port. Instead, any resident of Gibraltar will have access to Schengen, which would allow families, like the one that went through this ordeal, to travel from Morocco directly to Spain. The Chief Minister has previously said the ferry to Gibraltar is not commercially viable. Fabian Picardo has said there are 20+ ferry departures daily from Spain, so it won't be needed by the community post-Brexit. The father, now back in Gibraltar without his family, welcomed this change.